Thrivers, I'm Miss Karen and I'm so glad that you're watching today. Well, today is the last segment of Spring Thrive and I hope you loved it. We're so happy that we were able to offer this to you and we had so much fun making all of the segments and then hearing from you guys each week. The good news is that Thrive isn't ending for long. We're hard at work on some summer Thrive plans, so stay tuned for that. I hope you had fun over at my place last week with Karis and I as we made some cool bird feeders. Did any of you see some birds at your place after you hung those? I would love to hear about what kind of birds you've seen. You could send me an email, post on our Thrive Facebook page, or you could take a picture out of your window and send it in. You could even draw a picture of the birds that you've seen. That would be awesome. If you want to be added to our Thrive Facebook page, then click the link in the description for this segment down below. Today, we're talking about gentleness. What picture comes into your head when you think about gentleness? I think of a new mom with her tiny baby, or of how we treat kittens, bunnies, or puppies. When things are sweet and little, we tend to be really gentle with them, don't we? Maybe you think of something different when you think of gentleness, and that's good too. You might think of how your parent or caregiver tucks you in at night, or comforts you when you've gotten hurt. Gentleness means responding in a kind and careful way. When we're gentle towards others, this is one way that those around us can see that we are following Jesus. Our Bible verse for the day is this: "A gentle answer turns anger away, but mean words stir up anger." Proverbs 15:1, Nerve. Let's say that together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A gentle answer turns anger away, but mean words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:1, Nerve. Did you know that the way that we say things is even more important than what we say? It's true. Our words matter less than the tone of our voice that we say them in, as well as what our body posture communicates. Gentleness means that we have to be kind and careful with both what and how we communicate. If we give a gentle answer to someone, we can actually turn anger away. If we say something mean, this makes people angry. Sometimes we can say the exact same words, but the meaning is very different. Let me give you a couple of examples. Example 1. Sally, you're a good reader. Who taught you to read so well? Or listen to the same words this way. Sally, you're a good reader. Who taught you to read so well? Do you see how communicating means so much more than our words? Here's a second example. Joseph, come down here right away. Or listen to the same words this way. Joseph, come down here right away. I used the same words in both of those examples, but I most definitely was not communicating the same thing. When we show gentleness to others, we need to do that with our words, with our tone, and our actions or posture. When we treat others with gentleness, this is one way that we can show the love of Jesus to those around us. When we think about gentleness, we can look to Jesus as the perfect example of what this looks like. In the book of Matthew, in chapter 11, verses 28 to 30, Jesus tells us this: "Come to me, all of you who are tired and are carrying heavy loads. I will give you rest. Become my servants and learn from me. I am gentle and free of pride. You will find rest for your souls. Serving me is easy and my load is light." I am so happy that the Jesus we serve is gentle and that he will give us rest. We can bring our struggles to him. He is there for us. Our bottom line for the day is this: I will show the love of Jesus by being gentle to those around me. Let's say that together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I will show the love of Jesus by being gentle to those around me. Let's remember to respond to people in a kind and careful way as we follow Jesus and show his love to those around us. Right now, the people around us are those we live with. And so let's remember to respond to them and treat them with gentleness as we all do our best to get along and work together as a team in this time. Will you bow your heads and pray with me now? God, thank you that you are the perfect example of how to be gentle and kind. Please help each of us to use our words and our tone and our bodies to communicate in a gentle way that shows your love. And thank you that we can come to you when we're weary and come to you when we're tired, and that you will give us rest. Amen. We would love it if you joined us on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. for Lake Point Online. We have an online interactive experience here on YouTube and also on Facebook or our Lake Point app. We have specific videos for children and junior high age students that I know you're going to enjoy. Well, now we're going to head over to the Bergen farm and we are going to learn about some farm animals. Have a great time, Thrivers!
Good morning, Thrivers. Welcome to our little farm. This is the barn. This is the little area where we keep the animals we have so far, and we'll be showing you around and talking about different animals and how they live. You can see the picnic table over there. Those aren't animals, those are our children actually, but they love playing with the animals, so they'll probably be part of the videos today. Here's a little shelter I put together. The cows spent a lot of days hanging out in here. Gives them some shade, keeps them out of the weather a little bit if it's windy. The goats have already been playing around on it. It's something they'll enjoy. They might even try climbing up this steep angle here. Goats are quite the climbers, and yeah, that was a little something we thought was important. So a fence is important regardless of the animals you have. Pigs, goats, cows, even chickens. But these posts here, we had 100 posts required to go around the perimeter of the pasture that we have. And it made for just about 1,000 lineal feet of fencing. And these posts go 4 feet into the ground. We backfill them with sand and dirt. The corners all have these angle braces to keep the corner post nice and secure. And against that, we have a nice cattle fence that we stapled against all the posts. And that keeps animals in, keeps predators out, and keeps your farm organized. Here's the barn we built for the animals. This side here is the big stable area. And inside here is where we keep feed. That's some calf feed, some corn, oats, and some sweet things. There's some oats. They like eating oats. And then this is the chick starter. It's the feed the chickens love to munch on while they grow and get strong. And we got some nice mesh here for viewing area so we can see what they're doing without having to go into the pen. But we're gonna go into the pen anyway. This gives them a fresh supply of water. As they drink, more water just keeps on coming out, as well as the feed. We dump it in at the top, and as they peck, more feed just keeps on coming out for an endless supply. I'm sure one day, as they get bigger, they'll fly and land up on here and be able to watch what the other animals are doing. There's the cow, and there are the two goats. Getting used to their new environment. They're pretty new to the farm. We just got them last evening. Let's see if I can catch a goat here, or a chicken.
Can I try?
Sure, bud. Could you catch a chicken for me?
It's pretty hard.
You want to hold my camera here, bud?
No.
Here, you hold it and I'll catch one. Come on this side. Okay. You get it on video and you catch it.
Yes, and my dad's just catching chicken.
Yeah. They're pretty happy.
You can hold it now.
Say hello to the camera. We don't have names for the chicks, so I'm not sure what we're gonna call this one, but he's happy to just sit on my finger.
Then let's call him Happy.
All right, we're gonna call him Happy. And he flew down. I guess that was Chicken Happy.
Chicken Flappy.
3 spots for them to lay eggs. And I'll show you the system we built here. So from the outside here, we can lift this hinged area up and reach in and grab the eggs that they'll lay without having to go inside their little pen area.
So they don't pick us.
And then here you can see we have lots of hay bales.
And straw.
Yeah, and some straw. We use that for the bedding, and that'll come in handy as it's good nutrition for the animals. They got lots of energy. They sure run around a lot.
And they go outside lots too.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part about the chickens, William?
Well, holding them on my shoulder.
That's pretty fun, isn't it?
That it is.
Yeah. What about when it stands on your head?
Oh, that was weird when it pooped on my head.
Oh boy. Do you want to try that again at some point or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So don't try that at home with those chickens unless you want to get pooped on.
Oh boy. Just put some fresh hay down. It's got some Timothy grass in it and alfalfa. And that's pretty much the majority of a goat's diet, as well as the cow. They'll do a lot of grazing and eat all the pasture that we got, but during the winter months when grass isn't as readily available, they'll be eating good hay.
And straw.
They don't usually eat too much straw.
No, I'm talking about cats.
So they seem to like a lot of alfalfa on their diet.
And it's fun to chase them too.
You want to show them how you chase the goats and play with them? Okay, chase them to the picnic table.
Oh, I'm gonna be home. I can't.
They're going to sit with the goat, the cow. Climbing up on the cow already. Cow wasn't so sure about that. So they're just gonna scoot around. Calf's gonna come sniff their tails. What do you think, cow? You can't eat them. They're just your friends. That's right. They seem to be getting along pretty well. As long as they don't annoy the cow too much, the cow won't kick them, hopefully. Goats are climbing little animals. We're gonna have to build something maybe in the corner here, a shelf off the ground. That way they can jump up there and live on a shelf. They seem to like climbing things. There's my other farmer helpers. They got a little teepee shelter. Put an old picnic table with some logs. Give them a little bit of entertainment and play area. They got lots of roaming area back here. 30,000 square feet, which is about 3/4 of an acre. Quite a bit of pasture to graze in. Nice big area, a good barn for shelter. Let's see if we got any chicks coming out. Got a few of them. Oh, and they jump back inside. This gets us into their outdoor area. They're pretty young still, so they don't do a whole lot of grazing. Although they love picking at grass and eating little insects and bugs and any food scraps we throw to them. They seem to enjoy that. The little heat lamp you see hanging there, we don't use it anymore. It was only for the cold nights, and when we first got them, it was quite chilly, so that helped keep them warm, and they would all sit underneath the light. I don't think you're quite ready to lay eggs yet there. Those are the little areas where they can lay eggs when they're ready.
I see it. Oh, wait.
Taking my cow on a walk. Got it on a leash. My little boy's eating zoot. Just taking a cow for a walk. And Em's wondering why I'm taking the cow for a walk. But that's what you do with your animals, I guess.
This is cool, and I really like it, but it's really heavy and hard.
But you're a pretty tough guy, right?
So, can you take it? Can you take it, please?
Brooks, what are you doing? Are you feeding the cow? Yeah. Cow's just laying there. He's being lazy, hey? Does it feel good to feed the...
Done.
Are you all done?
So something we've learned over the past few months, since we've built this fence in the barn area, is that it's important to learn. And we've been able to do that through resources we find on the internet, forums, different websites, and most importantly, having friends that are experienced with animals and have done this for many years. And that's been a very valuable thing to have, so we don't have to make a lot of the same mistakes farmers many years ago did, and hopefully we can learn and have success. And a challenge we have for you is we want to see what you guys can come up with as far as a farm. Whether you use Legos, sticks outside, any type of toy you can think of, anything that's at your disposal. Create something, a fence, a barn, little animals, take some pictures, make a video, and post it on the page. Upload what you got, and it'll be cool to see what everyone posts, and hopefully we can have some fun with this. And I know things are in a bit of a lockdown right now with the whole pandemic going on, but we'd love to see you guys at our farm one day. You can come see the animals we have in person, and maybe the next time we do a video, there'll be more animals added to the what we have here. So hope you guys have a great day.
That was fun, wasn't it? It is so cool to learn about animals. Check out these pictures that were sent in this past week. Those were awesome, Thrivers. Thanks for sending them in. Well, like I said at the start of today's segment, this is the last spring segment for Thrive, but we have more Thrive fun coming your way this summer, so stay tuned. I'll be contacting you with details in the near future. Until then, enjoy the warm days and keep on learning. See you soon, Thrivers. Bye.